tonight is the NBA draft. Egor Demin is expected to hear his name early on in this draft. I'm reckoning from everything I've heard from people that you'll probably hear him in the back half of the lottery. So think kind of picks 7 through 15. But the thing about this is there's an unpredictable nature to the NBA draft. If a team absolutely falls in love with Egor Demin and they're further down in the draft order and they feel like, hey, we got to jump up and get this guy, you could see a team leap up and maybe pick him with the 6th or 5th pick. I know the 5th pick's the Utah Jazz, but that's the homer in me speaking, because I would love nothing more than to see Egor Demin still playing here in the state of Utah. But all the reports say that the Jazz are looking elsewhere. The nice part is, if you're a BYU basketball fan, Egor Demin is officially tonight going to kick off what Kevin Young said will be the most NBA type program and NBA pipeline ready program in college basketball. And there are those out there who say that that's Duke, that's North Carolina or Kentucky or insert blue blood basketball program. The nice part about Kevin Young is he's got proof in the pudding literally after his first year as BYU basketball head coach. Egor Demin trusted him sight unseen to come to Utah and play in Provo, Utah for the BYU Cougars, and now he's going to be a lottery pick in the NBA draft. Next year, AJ DeBonsa is the odds-on favorite to be the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft. We're talking the best of the best. The guy who makes the most money is the first guy up on the stage hugging Adam Silver. You can expect to see that next year. Richie Saunders has really come into his own, and Kevin Young believes that he is going to be an NBA draft pick in his own right. On down the line, as you look at the future for the BYU basketball program, it looks extremely bright, but Egor Demin gets first dibs as the guy who, I guess you call it, kicks off the NBA pipeline era for the BYU basketball program. I'm excited to see what Egor Demin can do in the NBA, because I believe exactly what Kevin Young believes, that the spacing and the rules that the NBA, the freedom of movement, I guess I should say, the NBA allows with their rules, because you can't hand check guys, you can't grab and hold on to guys like you can in college basketball. That has frustrated Kevin Young to no end with the rules and the officiating in college basketball. Egor Demin is going to thrive, I think, at an even higher level in the NBA than he did at BYU, and had some really, really high moments in a Cougar uniform, particularly as BYU made that run to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. When the lights were the brightest, under the lights at the NCAA tournament in March Madness, Egor Demin stepped to the forefront and really, I thought, shone as bright as he did all season long. And once again, this was a kid that coming into the season had NBA lottery hype around him. So it was very clear that he was going to be under the microscope all season long. People are going to dissect his play, his shooting, his body, his overall prowess on the court. Is he able to get to the rim? Is his passing as elite as it's been thought to be? Everything about it, I think Egor Demin answered those questions outside of the shooting question. But if you believe the reports about the visits he's made during the pre-draft process, as I understand it, he visited more than 15, so more than half of the teams in the NBA brought him in for visits. He has shown an improved shooting ability in those workouts. So I expect that Egor Demin is going to be a guy that Cougar fans are going to be very excited to watch playing for whoever you insert team here from the NBA. Because I know one thing I love about Cougar fans is you guys track your former Cougars, and it comes with the NFL, it comes with the NBA. And Egor Demin, whether he's a Chicago Bull or he's an Oklahoma City Thunder, what Oklahoma City Thunder is that? Did we really call him? Nonetheless, wherever he lands, the fun part about it is he is going to make an impact. Is he going to be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Probably not. There's so many other guys. I think Cooper Flagg absolutely should be the odds-on favorite just with the role he's stepping into with the Dallas Mavericks to be the NBA Rookie of the Year. But Egor Demin, he doesn't have to go into one of these NBA teams and say, hey, I'm the guy. Give me the ball. I love the fact that he's very capable both with the ball in his hands and also being able to play off the ball in a spot-up role if need be, because that's the versatility that NBA teams crave with a guy like Egor Demin. It's great that he's 6'9". He can handle the basketball. He can initiate the offense. He can see over the top of the defense and create angles and passing lanes that otherwise wouldn't exist for a guy who's maybe 4 or 5 inches shorter than he is. That's all fantastic stuff, and that's people I've talked to that I trust when it comes to NBA stuff. They have talked about the fact that Egor Demin, his ability to kind of change the whole trajectory of how the court looks with his spacing ability and his passing, it's going to open up offense wherever he plays to work more efficiently. And like I said, it doesn't have to be where he has to have the ball in his hands every single play. He can initiate the offense if need, but he is also capable of being that link-up player. I've had one person mention to me, Imagine a Nikola Jokic type passer in the high post, but doesn't have to handle the ball in terms of really getting things going. You can have a guy bring the ball up, toss it into Egor Demin in the high post, and then he's just picking off guys as they're cutting to the basket with his ability to pass from the high post. I'm not saying he's Nikola Jokic. Let me be very blunt about that, because let's say Nikola Jokic is probably 100 pounds heavier than Egor Demin, but I'm talking about the passing ability and the ability to really make an offense flow. That's what Egor Demin brings. And if his shooting truly has improved and what he has shown in these workouts is replicable, guess what? NBA teams, whoever that team is that picks him up, is going to be absolutely over the moon with having him as a member of their basketball program. And I'm excited for it. It should be an exciting time to watch what Egor Demin does tonight. I'm excited to see him pull on that cap, hold up whatever jersey it is, and root him on from afar, wherever he is, even if it's not in Utah, even though I expect him to be elsewhere. I'm a Jazz homer, I think, as many of you are probably well aware, but I would love to see Egor suiting up for the Utah Jazz, but it doesn't look like that is in the cards unless something crazy happens. But alas, I think the bigger news is that BYU, what Kevin Young has said, is going to be the most NBA-friendly model that he can replicate in the college ranks. Well, the first product of that is going to be on full display tonight in the Barclays Center. And get ready, folks, because it feels like it's just the first of many incoming NBA drafts. And that's an exciting time. Who knows how long Kevin Young decides to stick around in Provo? The interest from the Phoenix Suns after literally just 1 year in Provo, you can expect that that's going to come every single offseason, so long as he continues to have success at BYU. The nice part is, it sure seems like Kevin Young, he's very content where he's at. His family's happy, he's happy, and as I mentioned, he has made this into a true NBA factory, as he said in his initial debut press conference when he spoke to the media. He said, I'm going to make this place an NBA pipeline. We're going to make it a place where players want to come, and they're going to be able to emerge on the other side and be NBA players. I'm so excited to watch what Egor Demin is going to do in the NBA, but it's a really, really exciting time overall for the BYU basketball program, because it sets up for next year when you expect both AJ DeBonsa as well as a guy like Richie Saunders, and heck, maybe even a Keba Keita, should he continue to progress along the path. You could see multiple guys every single year for the foreseeable future hearing their name called in the NBA draft. And let's be honest, it's been a long time since that has happened. I should have done some research on this. I cannot remember the last time it happened for BYU, in fact. So exciting times, and looking forward to seeing what Egor Demin does tonight on the stage there at the Barclays Center. All right, that is going to do it for today's edition of the podcast. As always, thank you for subscribing, rating, reviewing, sharing this with your family and friends, and helping us build this audience. We have had an absolutely incredible 2025 so far, and doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. So as always, once again, thank you for making Locked On Cougars your first listen of the day. And until tomorrow, everybody, thank you for being an everydayer right here on the Locked On Cougars podcast.